Hello, this is Inside the Press Box with Sunil Sunder Raj for the Everyday Fan Sports. Today, I'm happy to be speaking with Paul DiPietro, a shortstop on the Golden Gate National All-Stars team in Naples, Florida. Paul, thank you so much for taking some time out to speak with me today. Congrats on your success.
Thank you for letting me.
No problem. Okay, Paul, how cool is it to be playing, again for, the Golden Gate National All-Stars team coached by Nick Herrera?
It's super cool. He's a really good coach, and all my teammates are great, and it's fun.
That's great. Hey, I wanted to let you know what Coach Herrera said about you. He said about Paul, he plays second base. Of course, shortstop is your primary position. You're the fastest kid on the team. You have great footwork and the best hands on the team. You're very coachable and you want to get better in every practice. You bring it every day and you're a team leader. When you hear about those, accolades, that Coach Herrera, is speaking about, and just, those compliments, what comes to your mind, Paul?
It's great. I guess all my teammates are also great, but I don't know. It's cool to have everybody look at you as good.
Yeah. Hey, talk about playing for Coach Herrera. How neat is that? Just talk about what he means to you personally, Paul.
He's a great coach. He teaches me a lot of stuff. He brought this Barron Collier high school coach over, and he taught us a lot of stuff. So he knows a lot of people and helps us all a lot.
That's wonderful. Okay, Coach Herrera indicated that there's a tournament that's going to be starting tomorrow, and there is a lot at stake. An opportunity to advance to the Little League World Series is on the line. How much fun is that? The fact that the Little League World Series is one of the biggest events, of course, here in America, and especially with baseball. Just talk about preparing for that, and just again for you and the rest of the team.
All right. We've practiced a lot. It is very cool. And we had a few tournaments in the regular season, but our all-star team is made of two teams and
Okay.
half players on each. And it's cool having us all together as teammates and going up to Lehigh and having the chance to travel and everything with each other.
Yeah, no, definitely. Okay, let's go back to you playing that shortstop position and then also second base. Tell me, just in terms of the position, what makes it so unique to play, and just when you're out there in the infield, of course, with your third baseman, second baseman, first baseman, just the rest of the infield. Just talk about that, Paul.
It's good. My first baseman's good. All of the rest of the infield is great. But shortstop, you get a lot of ground balls. It's just active and it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, talk about that. Like when a ground ball is hit either to you or the second baseman, when you're trying to turn a double play, that's one of the, you talk about in the game of baseball, that's one of the plays that really is synonymous, and just in terms of, getting an out, getting, those two outs. Just talk about that, being on the same page, especially with the second baseman.
Yeah, me and my teammate Josiah, he's usually either second or short, and I'm second or short.
Okay.
We have a lot of chemistry doing the double plays, and it works out a lot. We've been trying to practice all of those and everything before the big tournament.
Yeah, and one thing I wanted to build on top of that is also being in sync with your catcher, because like in terms of you got someone trying to swipe second base, and that's another thing, having that that chemistry with your second base and knowing who's good, of course, be at the bag. I said when the catcher makes that throw. Can you just talk about that component as well, Paul?
Yeah, we have two great catchers. One can throw super hard. He's a great player. He played on the bigger fields and he's playing with us now. Then we have another catcher. He's also great. He's been working all season and he's gotten a lot better. And me and him are great friends off the field, so we have a lot of chemistry like that.
That's fantastic. Hey, talk about those practices, game day, putting that jersey on. You said that Golden Gate National All Stars team, and I'm just wondering what your number is and what it represents to you personally, Paul.
Yeah, I'm number 11. I've always liked, my birthday's April 11th, so
Okay.
and yeah, it's great having just being with my team and
Yeah.
having the same jersey and repping like where we live and everything.
That's great. Hey, I just wanted to go to the practices in terms of your preparation. Even on game day, when you're taking ground balls, even shagging fly balls as well. Talk about how you prepare for like either a practice or a game. Is there just a certain technique that you utilize for every time out when you take the field?
Well, we usually just practice a lot of infield drills and outfield, and then we do a lot of batting cages. Some days they're just designated batting cages. Someday we'll do live hitting, and you have to make the plays, and
Mhm.
before that they'll hit to you. It's yeah, we did a lot of preparation. We've been practicing a lot.
That's good. Hey, that you made an excellent point. I don't want to forget about hitting as well. Talk about being at the plate. In terms of facing the opposing pitcher. When you get up there into the batter's box, just in that moment, what you're sensing, in terms of trying to connect on the ball.
Yeah, I usually lead off, so
Okay.
it's kind of nervous going up there for the first time, seeing how the pitcher pitches, if he's wild and
Hmm.
stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's fun. Wait for the right pitch, just hit it,
No,
and
that's
I try and bunt as much as I can because fast and I can get on base. That's all that matters.
Yes, again, as Coach Herrera alluded to, the fact that you're the fastest kid on the team. They talk about when you get onto the base, Pat. So when you get at, reach first base, what's your mindset in terms of trying to take an extra base, or then even when the ball is hit, in the infield or the outfield, in terms of trying to score on the play as well. Just talk about that, Paul.
So I'll always watch before when they're warming up, and then the last throw is a throwdown. And if he has a strong arm, I like going on the first pitch, making him guess and everything.
Hmm.
But it's great when they hit it on the outfield because I can take many bases while
Yeah.
they're trying to stop it. But yeah, it works all the time. And then infield plays, they're hard to beat because you don't want them to pull the double play, but
Hmm.
it's fine.
Yeah. Hey, talk about the level of competition that you've been playing against, Paul. What has that experience been like for you?
And so we've played a few scrimmages. We played this travel team. They're great. They won this big championship in Tennessee and everything.
Okay.
And then our first game is against Golden Gate American League, our rivals. So
Okay.
it's gonna be a good game. And
Yeah,
they're pretty good. They have a few good hitters and everything, but I think we're better.
that's great. Hey, talk about playing in these big games. You got a lot of people in attendance. Family, friends. You know, maybe even other teams. Their players and coaches there as well. Talk about. I mean, it's got to be just an incredible atmosphere, just being able to play in that type of because again with so much on the line and just it must again just be fun for you and the rest of your team. Talk about that.
Yeah, it's great. All our families usually come out. It's good. I know. When we get farther, it will
Mhm.
be amazing because we'll be in farther places and
Yeah,
everybody and TV and stuff like that.
no,
So
it's true. Hey, let's switch. You moved to Naples, Florida 4 years ago. You used to live in Boston, Massachusetts. Talk about making that move and that transition, from Massachusetts down to Florida, warmer weather, of course. You have to deal with the heat and humidity, but just talk about that, Paul.
yeah, so we visited a lot. My grandparents used to live, or well, still live here, but we visited them, and
Mhm.
we always liked it. And then when we moved, I was younger, so I didn't really under, really understand what we were doing.
Yeah.
But uh, it was okay. We left a lot of people, but we go up every like summer and everything, and
That's good.
Thanksgiving to see them.
Very nice. Okay, you attend St. Anne Catholic School, and the fact is you've been able to achieve quite a bit there in terms of academics. Inducted into the National Junior Honor Society this year, volunteering a member of the Mini Vinnies, a junior St. Vincent de Paul Society, which helps with service projects for those in need. You play the trumpet in the school band. So you've been able to balance this role out as a student athlete. Talk about that. I mean, it's a lot for, someone at your age, but you've been able to definitely excel in that, area, those areas. Just talk about that, Paul.
Yeah, it's been fun because and like a lot of stuff to do because
Mhm.
you usually get home and there's either practice, you have to do your homework late at night, or you have to rush and do your homework before practice. But it
Mhm.
always usually works out, and yeah.
That's great. I mean, that's very rewarding. The fact that you're volunteering, that you're paying it forward, you're helping. I just find that so commendable what you do. I talk about it. I mean, again, for you, that's gotta be a good feel moment as well. That you're doing something that is helping other people out. I mean, it said just talk about how Paul.
Yeah, it's great. There's a lot of stuff to do, and we usually do like a donation a month, and one we usually get like if we give it, we get back type stuff like
Mhm.
dress down days and stuff like that. But it's good just to give to other people that are in need and everything.
Yeah, no, I agree. Okay, let's talk about the support from St. Catholic School, the student body, your classmates, the administration, athletic department, principal Mr. Michael Buskirk, and athletic director Nick Musico. Talk about how much again, receiving from them in terms of both academics and athletics there.
Yeah, they're all great. I'm friends with almost like everybody, and it's a small community and everything. All the
Mhm.
teachers and staff are great, and the athletics are great.
Yeah, and you made a great point. The community. I want to ask you about Naples, Florida, just in terms of for the baseball team, and especially now that you're on this all-star team. Just talk about that. How much that means to have people
Um,
come out and root for you.
it's super cool that like you get to just show and like be important to the team, like the community and everything,
Hmm.
and it's cool that if like when we make it so far
Yeah,
that they'll all be rooting for us and everything.
no, I
Everybody.
agree. Okay, I know support system. Your mom and you have an older brother, Jared. Your mom says you're a great kid with a positive attitude and a big heart. Had to ask you what they've meant to you here. I said during your academic and athletic journey here so far, Paul.
Yeah, they're great. My mom does a lot of stuff for us, and my brother is cool, I guess.
That's great. Does your older brother play sports as well, Paul?
Yeah, he plays. He used to play a bunch of sports, but he's doing focusing on football in high school right now.
Very nice. That must be great to you share, something in common in terms with your older brother. And, I'm sure that, especially here now with playing baseball, just talk about that with your older brother, Paul.
Yeah, he taught me a lot of stuff. I think that's one of the reasons I'm so good at everything. And yeah, yeah, he taught me everything.
Very
Uh,
nice. Hey, you play multiple sports, basketball, football. For the school, you play on the basketball and soccer teams, and you played travel soccer. You played for several years. I wanted to ask you, how good is that to stay active year round? And the fact that I'm sure it helps you out with, stay in shape for baseball, and the fact that you've been able to put up, great numbers, and the results show, in terms of your success on the field. Talk about that, Paul.
yeah, I love all of that. Each sport helps with a certain thing, like football with arm strength, soccer definitely helped with speed,
Yeah,
basketball, yeah, everything helps with everything.
I
You need
agree.
everything in every sport.
You have a true passion for the game of baseball. You've been playing the sport since you were 4 years old. That is just, I mean, the utmost respect for you. Just talk about, what makes the game, so special to play, and that, I'm sure this is something you want to continue, middle school, high school, college. Just talk about some of the, just some of the things that stand out during a game or a practice, or even if you're off the field as well.
It definitely is. All of my teammates are very important, and who you play with and who's your coach. And yeah, it's fun.
That's great. That's great. I just have a couple more. I'm wondering, when it comes to watching Major League Baseball, any particular players that you pay attention to, especially at that shortstop, second base position?
Well, my favorite player is Rafael Devers for the Red Sox.
Yeah,
Even though he doesn't play short or second, he's still a great player all around. And then Xander Bogaerts, obviously the shortstop. He's a great player too, and I look up to them.
that's great. That's great. Just the last one I have here is that, and I think you're in a perfect spot. It said that at a young age, what you've learned so far in terms of playing sports, what your advice would be for those younger kids that are trying to sort of find their way, with, playing sports. What sport should I, play, whether it's baseball, football, soccer, but especially baseball. What would you say to them, to those younger kids, that, again, you started at 4 years old. So I'm just wondering what you would say to them, Paul.
Yeah, well, do whatever makes you happiest, whatever you look forward to when you come home. Like I have practice, you look forward to that. And always like work when no one's watching and put in the extra work in. Yeah.
That's great. Hey, one question popped into my head just now, and I thought it was really important in terms of, uh, strength and conditioning, nutrition, rest and recovery. Like, that those are important. And then mental health, those are important because it's a lot for you, a lot of pressure at such an early age to contend with. I'm wondering how you're able to sort of like de-stress, or just like, take some time out away from, like, again, there's so much that goes into it with, the practices, game day, how you're able to, in terms of whether it's hobbies or something that you do to just, sort of, keep
Yeah.
that, amount of space, or block that amount of space out just for yourself.
Well, I love being with my friends. It clears my mind and everything, and you don't really have to think about like what's coming. And watching movies, they always get your mind off of stuff and
Yeah.
like that.
That's great. And so I'm wondering, like, what is like you have school. What's a typical day, whether it's during the school year, now, of course, here in the summertime, for you in terms of your routine every day here, Paul? Because I'm sure it's quite a hectic schedule.
Yeah, usually, well, I'm either sometimes at my grandparents, sometimes at my house because my mom works.
Mhm.
But I'll usually, I don't know, do some stuff, hang out a lot with my friends, and then
Mhm.
we'll have practice at night. And
Okay.
it always works out.
That's great. Okay, Paul, you're going to get the final word for here, here in the interview. Your message to family, friends, classmates, teammates, coaches, St. Anne Catholic School, the administration, athletic department, as well as the community of Naples. Anything you want to say, to the people out there that have, been along, and helped you here in your journey, as I said, in academic and athletics.
Yeah, all of them are great. Everything means a lot to me. You need always good people to be happy and all of that stuff. And my teammates, my family, all of them are great.
Hey, you're a class act. You're a role model. Again, very proud of what you've been able to achieve. And again, the sky's the limit for you. And wishing you all the best. Again here with the Golden Gate. Said National All Stars team in the tournament, and hoping you guys go far and reach the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. And just looking forward to seeing what you do on the field. Here as you progress, Paul.
Yeah, thank you so much for everything, and yeah,
Thank
letting
you.
me do all this stuff and saying everything.
You're welcome. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.